Hi everyone.
Hello.
Today we're going to be talking about Horizon Report 2017 Higher Education Edition, and specifically about the final section of this report, which focuses on important development in educational technology for higher education. In 1 year or less, adoption horizon focus on adaptive learning technology and mobile learning. Adaptive learning technologies refers to technology monitoring student progress using data to modify instruction at any time. Enabled by machine learning, this technology can adapt to students in real time, providing both instructors and students with actionable data. And as as the processing power of mobile devices continue to increase, smartphone, tablet, and wearables enable learners to access materials anywhere. Instructors are harnessing the capabilities mobiles by creating new opportunities for students to connect with course content. And that's it for the 1 year or less adoption horizon.
Okay. For the 2 year, 2 to 3 year adoption part of the higher education report, one part will be the next generation LMS. LMS refers to the learning management systems. There's supposed to is projected to be a shift from tightly controlled platforms such as Blackboard and Edmodo to more differentiated approach to meet the various needs of the students and faculty. Some recent LMS platforms have become more affordable for students, which has helped with the success rates in college math courses. Also, professors will be able to see, with advancements in the LMS platform, professors will be able to see how students are engaging with content along the way, and will have a better data and information to assess the students overall learning instead of just a snapshot from completing just one assignment. So I thought that was really good advancement, so that way it's a more clear picture of what the student can do altogether instead of just assessing them on that one summative assignment that they may complete. The other thing is the Internet of Things. um, One of the concerns are the safety and security breaches. It is a major concern with more items designed that are connected to the internet, and using more internet, and being connected to the internet. It's really, they were talking about in the report and things like that. And I can, for myself too, I would be concerned about the safety and security breaches, of my information being shared or being distributed, or potentially being, my information being taken and used in ways, of course, I wouldn't want it to be utilized. There's supposed to be developments in the works to help find a solution to shield networks from malware on individual devices. Also, one fact that I thought was really cool, in the Horizon report, it was a Internet of Things device invention that was recent. It's called Safe Cycle invention. It's basically a device that alerts the cyclists of nearby traffic that will help the cyclists avoid those routes and potential traffic and accidents, which I really thought was really good, which hopefully will lead to reduction in the number of accidents involving um, those who are on, their bikes and things like that. With the LMS, going back to the ISTE standards, with them becoming using the LMS platforms and developing them and changing the way that they're functioning and they serve their students, um, it's it goes back to the ST standard, being a designer. Educators designing authentic learner-driven activities and environments that recognize and accommodate learner variability, by having those platforms be more differentiated with the implementation of different things to be able to see the students learn holistically. And also, being a collaborator, SC standard being a collaborator, educators dedicating time to collaborate with both colleagues and students to improve practice, discover, and share resources and ideas to solve the problems. And that goes with the LMS platform and also the Internet of Things infusion of that. So that's it for my part.
Okay, so for the 4 to 5 years, there's two. It's artificial intelligence and natural user interfaces. So artificial intelligence is essentially the advancement in computer science. They're building machines that resemble more like humans and like their intelligence. And these machines can now like stimulate human perception and their learning and their decision making. And now they're making it to where the machines learn on their own. We don't have to necessarily program them like before. Like they learn as they go, which is interesting and scary at the same time because eventually they have a mind of their own. So it's like a Terminator almost. But then the humans, like us as humans, we can interact with them more freely. You don't have to like wait for them to be programmed or updated. Like they're ready to go. So it's almost like a walking Google, I guess is what they're trying to get at. But again, you also have that risk of it like gaining power, I guess, if you watch too many movies. And then the other one is the natural user interfaces. Essentially what that is, it's like before you used to have to like passwords on your phones and things, but now we're doing everything with like a touch of a button. It recognizes your fingerprint or it recognizes your face, like a wave of a hand, things like that. It's like now you can take your credit card and like you just push it on the thing and you don't even have to swipe anymore. You just kind of like wave it over the machine and it takes it. So like there's that's going on, and I think people are more concerned about that because it is just a wave of a hand or a wave of a thing, and it's like boom, it's charging your credit card or whatever, whatnot. So then you have that fear, like if somebody takes your things, it's easier to take from you, and then it's less secure. So they're developing things to make it more secure. And I guess as far as the AI, using in the classroom, you can actually, I guess at some point in time, have a robot teaching. I'm not exactly sure if it's replaced or not. And then the tablets and all of that, of course, like students are using them now where like my kids, for instance, they don't have a password. They put their thumbs on their computers and it opens it up for them. So nobody else can open up their computer but them. Well, I can open up the computer because all of them have my finger on them too. And that's about as far as I know, as far as using natural interfaces in classrooms. I don't know how else they really use them. Like currently, I know there's supposed to be more advancements where they can like walk into certain rooms and, they wave their hand and then that's how they get their attendance because they're walking into the room. Things like that, but I think that's still a while away.
Yeah, that's very interesting though. Really interesting to see how it plays out.
Sure, they have it in like the computer-driven schools, like technology schools. I bet you those are like the more advanced. But as far as AI, I think that's interesting that they're going to start having like the robots and the talking machines.
Yeah, it really will be
something like that. That's interesting to me.
Yes, it is.
I agree.
That's all right. That concludes our report.
Awesome.
Thank you for watching.
All right, thank you.